Robert F. Kennedy Jr. pushed misinformation about autism long before President Trump named Kennedy to lead Americans' health policy. This week, Kennedy said that autism destroys lives. He painted a bleak picture of a life lived with autism, and he claimed, against the scientific evidence, that autism is preventable. You know who was listening when he said that? People with autism and those who love them. Our Spencer Soisher spoke with a few.
That neon in the window will tell you this house is closed on Fridays.
We're closed today, actually, so the open sign is off today.
Jennifer Korb still opened the doors to tell us her story about raising her son Hayden, who has autism.
Right now, his special interest is open signs. So we are the proud owners of, I think, 8 open signs. But it's one of the things that makes him unique and beautiful.
It's those qualities that makes her worried by the comments from Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Autism destroys families.
To narrow the focus to one kind of outcome is so limiting. Autism is a spectrum, and every family's experience with autism is different.
In his first news conference since assuming his new role, Kennedy called autism an epidemic caused by environmental factors. He discounted his own department's scientists who say that genetics are the strongest contributing factor.
These are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball.
I certainly pay taxes.
Daisy Montgomery is no baseball player, but she is autistic and runs her own business.
A lot of autistics are given up on at such an early age that they're not taught business skills. How do you make a resume? How do you interview?
As Kennedy highlights rising cases, the CDC points out more cases likely means better screening and diagnoses, like Daisy's diagnosis at an older age. And she wonders if Kennedy's comments erase decades of progress and understanding of the spectrum of the disorder.
If you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism.
Parents are afraid, because of RFK Jr.'s comments, that if they have their child identified as autistic, that it will be a black mark on them for the rest of their lives.
Kennedy says the government will have a cure for autism by September. He continues to insist that vaccines or environmental factors are the reason for the increased diagnoses. That despite loads of research debunking the link.
So this idea of saying that autism is preventable, saying that he's going to real quick determine what it is, you get exactly what they're saying about how this is going to start to become blamed on parents. Well, it's like, well, I told you it was that factor, and your kid still ended up with autism, so shame on you. This could get really ugly really fast.
Right, and the person leading this trial, the person that he's tapped to lead this, is a guy from Maryland without a medical license. He was practicing there. He's also published papers already claiming that vaccines cause autism.
This is the guy he put in charge of it?
Yes.
All right, Spencer Soisher, thank you.